Now today we have Miss Apoorva Maheshwari. She has got rank 662 in INI CET May 2024. So Apoorva, introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Apoorva Maheshwari, and I'm of 18 batch. I belong to Sri Ramurthy Smarak Institute of Medical Sciences, and I'm very glad to be here and to be sharing my journey.
Okay, so what's your, I mean, you have done your MBBS from a private institute?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how was it like studying there?
It was a very academically focused regime that we had there, and it was a mix of both fun and studying, and it was a very wholesome experience that I had there. Yeah.
Okay, so how was your UG life there?
UG life is fine. I was the cultural coordinator, and we used to study a lot. Like we had a lot of people who were very academically focused, and we used to party a lot as well. So it was great. It was a mix of both.
Okay, great. So were you a professional topper there or something like that? Were you studious all throughout the year?
I was a professional topper, and yeah. So I used to study right from the start.
Okay, great, great. So when did you started seriously for preparing for INI CET?
So INI was never on the charts. It was really just studying for NEET because I couldn't even fathom that there's a possibility of clearing INI exam. So I started studying for NEET in the month of May of 2023. That was the right from the beginning of my internship. It was very clear that I had to study during my internship. So that was the time that I started to study or prepare for it.
So okay, was your internship hectic there?
It was. I won't say that it wasn't hectic, but like we had to go to the clinics, but there was limited hours. It was very 9 to 5 sort of, but we had to be there. Yeah.
So what were your sources for your preparation?
So my main source was the rapid revision of Marrow, and that was complemented with the Zenamam's BTR.
Okay, so is BTR sufficient to crack, or you need rapid revision of any institute?
See, I'll be very honest. I won't say BTR is sufficient to crack, but I would say BTR is a must do. You need some sort of concepts now because exams no more are going to be easy. You will have to have a good grasp on concepts, and that you cannot just have by doing one resource. And when you do BTR, I would say just doing the PDFs is not enough. You have to give all the test and discussions. You have to do all the compiled modules. So blaming everything on BTR is not the right way to go about it. Having a strong grasp on concepts that you can do by rapid revision, and you can obviously complement it with BTR. But if somebody would ask me, should you do BTR? Absolutely, you should do BTR.
So when should you do BTR? I mean, when you are in final year professional, or when you are in internship, or when is the ideal time to start off with BTR?
So I did BTR right from the start, like from the day it was launched. So I would suggest that I guess internship is the right time to do it, or whenever you are preparing for it.
Okay,
In your drop year or whenever.
But you said you started studying BTR from the start, so I guess you would be at that point of time in third year.
No, sir. BTR was launched 1 year back.
Okay, sure. Ma'am actually launched it earlier on in an academy, so I thought that.
Yeah, I did it right from cerebellum only.
Okay. So, why OBG? Why you have opted for OBG?
I do think that it's a very rewarding branch, and it is hectic, but I loved it as a subject. I really enjoyed the postings as well, so that's why I did it.
Okay, so you give GTs regularly?
Yes, I gave one GT every 15 days, and that is something I was very consistent with.
And what was your marks or rank like?
It used to be under 1,000, under 2,000. That was the ideal. Yeah.
Okay, so it was never beyond going 1,000 or 2,000.
Usually not. Yeah. No, actually never. It was around 2,000. It didn't go beyond that usually.
So your GTs was actually many people give their GT and they get demotivated. So such thing happened to you or not?
There were times that I would not do as well as I would do in other GTs, but I do want everybody to know that GTs are a self-assessment tool. They are never truly a representation of how your exam will go. It truly just shows you which places you lack at and the places that you need to improve upon. So please never get demotivated after giving a GT. It just tells you what are the lacunae and what you need to do better at. That's it.
Okay, great. See, since you are from a private medical college, so was that somewhere haunted you from inside that, okay, fine, I have to do post-graduation from a central institute, like thing. What kept you so much motivated?
Yes, of course it was. And I think I know so many people from private medical colleges doing so much better than like a lot of other people. It's because I think we have the drive in us that this is the time that we need to prove ourselves. So I had that, and I knew that I had to crack a government seat this time. So yeah.
Because many of the toppers from the government institute would not have that kind of done that you got.
Yeah, yeah.
So definitely. So how many months of serious preparation was there? I mean,
Oh, it's
just
a lot of time. It's been since April 23. So, and the exam kept on getting pushed. So I just had to. Yeah.
okay. So how much marks did you got in INI marks?
So I got 144 corrects.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So so when I was messaging you, you said that you won't be taking from INI, you would be taking from the NEET. So first of all, how was your exam on 11th, and what was the difference that you felt it from INI?
First, I'll compare it with previous year's needs. It was not something that you would expect. It was a tough exam, and I'm very sure it was not. I do think that it was prepared by AIMS because of the kind of questions that were asked. If anybody would have told me it's an INI paper, I would have easily accepted that. So it was not a regular paper, and that is what I want people to understand, that without concepts, you're not going to crack exams anymore. Then how it was different from INI, I think as the time, like I think they're trying to bridge the gap because INI this year was a little bit on an easier side and NEET this time was on the tougher side.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to make that sort of a balance. That is what I could infer from giving both the exams.
So more or less now, what was earlier a very big gap between a NEET and INI
Yes.
now, but that is bridging. So kind of both will require same kind of preparation. And in fact, I think
Yes.
NEET will require much more higher preparation as compared to INI.
I tell you why, because NEET has a very broad base. They're going to ask from anything. And this time they went in depth, even in topics which were we never really studied very much. While INI has very pet topics that they
Yeah.
ask about. So it's going to be a little challenging.
So you kind of do solo study or a group study?
I actually want to give a shout out, like a shout out. There's this group we had on YouTube where that's called Study with Samyak. He used to stream and we used to watch him. Like we used to connect on YouTube and we used to study together. So yeah. So I had that, and then I had a study partner, which we used to just keep each other on toes, and we used to ask where we are in our preparation. So I would suggest that you can have a study partner. It helps, but both of you should have similar interests and you should have similar goals and you should have a similar mindset.
Okay, okay. Yes, sir. Ajay, where is this your college situated?
So it's in Bareilly, UP, Uttar
Okay,
Pradesh.
Bareilly. So, what kind of, I mean, what kind of city that was? How much was, I mean, you explored the whole of Bareilly in your UG days or not?
I'm from the city. It's my native city. So, uh,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, okay, great, great. So, what will be your message to the juniors that are preparing, and especially for those people that are from private medical colleges. I specifically saying this because when I talk to them, there is a lot of underconfidence inside them that they will not be able to do that, they will not be able to do such thing. So when I do these kinds of interviews, so I motivate them and they kind of connect then. So what will be your message to them?
I just need all of them to understand that there is no difference between you or a person from government medical college. We all have the same resources. We have all the same things that we have to refer to. It's just that you have to have that faith that you can crack this exam. It's not undoable. It just tests things that you have read all over these years, and you just have to have discipline, and you will be fine. So you don't have to be worried about anything.
Okay, great, great. So you left OBG. So are you what you are looking for? I mean, you have left the OBG of a central institute. So what you are actually really aspiring for?
I mean, a radio or a derma seat would be very nice.
Okay, radio done. So how much have you got correct? I mean,
I actually haven't calculated yet. I haven't done that. Yeah.
okay, no rough estimates.
No, not yet.
Okay, okay, great. It was really great talking to you, Apoorva, and best of luck for your future.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.